What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So first of all, my apologies for not uploading for a week and a half. Been a little bit busy with Christmas and just work and everything that's been going on. Second of all, I wanted to give a huge shout out and big thank you to my opponent from last week, Lord Wolf, for providing today's gameplay footage. He was actually able to record his gameplay of my bounty hunters on defense, so it's very rare and kind of hard to get defensive footage in this game. So when it does, it's kind of a really rare commodity, and I appreciate it quite a bit. And lastly, I wanted to just also extend this invitation to all of you guys out there. If any of you guys have any gameplay footage of Zam Omicron, please feel free to send it to me in Discord. I'm just trying to gather as much information as I can on her gameplay with the Omicron, whether it's defense or offense. Mainly just because it's kind of difficult to test these Omicrons since we can only use them in GAC at the moment or TW, so I want to be able to just compile as much combat data as possible for you guys. That way, if there's a team that you see you might be able to use, you might have some footage to pull from. So in today's video, we're going to be going over Relicate Bad Batch versus Bounty Hunters, and I'm going to be kind of playing devil's advocate here. I'm going to be talking about how Bad Batch can be a pretty good counter to Bounty Hunters on defense with the Zam Omicron, as well as Zam Omicron defense can actually be pretty good. So let's get started. And real quick, guys, just wanted to shout out again, thank you, Lord Wolf, for providing today's gameplay footage. You are the man. He has a very impressive roster, so let's go ahead and take a look at his Bad Batch real quick, just so you guys can get some context of. Alright, so let's take a look at his Bad Batch. When I first saw the gameplay footage, I thought, okay, you know, Relic 5 Bad Batch, okay, but then I saw Relic 8, I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better now about what's about to happen. So, spoiler alert, we don't do too well on defense. So he's got Hunter clocked at 267, Echo is at a whopping 356, that's pretty fast. Tech over here, 291, and Wrecker, this dude is just a brick wall, modded with defense mods, and he has just a huge protection pull. And if you guys aren't familiar with Wrecker, he is basically, when you have the full team, he doubles his health and protection output with his Zeta. Plus, and he gets an additional 35% max health and protection from Hunter's lead. So this dude is pretty thick. His armor is at 76%, which is kind of crazy. And then lastly, we have Omega at Relic 7, and she is packing 9,300 damage, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so let's take a look at some gameplay here. I'm going to be pausing throughout the video just so I can break everything down. And here are the speeds for all the characters, including the speed boost from Zam's Omicron as well as Tech's Zeta. So our boss will be going first, followed by Zam to trigger his Frenzy. That way we can start off with a nice mass assist. Pre-taunts are a pretty good counter to a boss lead in my opinion, just because if that tank is thick enough, kind of like this Wrecker here, you can prevent the bounty hunters from completing their contract. But they can still do it through AoEs. So I just want to showcase Fennec's AoE here. So she is doing more damage to Tech because he was the weakest character. Her AoE hits the weakest character last, and for each character hit, they get dealt additional damage per character. So he's getting hit for 70k here. I do think if Bubba landed his ability block on Hunter, this fight may have gone more in my favor, but I'm still very impressed by the performance from both teams, as well as my opponent and the decisions he made here. So yeah, once he gets Echo off, that's where it starts to turn in the Bad Batch's favor. But we still get to see a lot of pretty cool numbers from the Bounty Hunters. I really do like to see some of the damage numbers we get to do here real quick. So Django Fett hitting for 95k on a crit, almost killing Hunter, which I think would have changed the battle dramatically, and we barely did anything to Wrecker. I also want you to notice where Wrecker's health and protection are right now, because this next part impressed the heck out of me what Boba Fett's about to do. So our Boba Fett goes, and he ends up critting for 215k against a Relic 8 Wrecker, almost killing him actually. And I think this is pretty impressive. I think this is kind of showcasing I mean, a lot of people have Relic 8 Boba Fett's, but I think this is really kind of showcasing that offense boost that Zam also provides to her entire team. I mean, if you look at our Boba Fett right now, he doesn't have any offense up, but he does have Overconfident, which it does have offense up built into it, but, you know, hitting a Relic 8 Wrecker that's modded that well with defense mods and that much protection for 215k is pretty impressive in my opinion. I really think that we really do get to see kind of the full scope of how powerful Zam's Omicron can be when she's just sharing her stats with the whole team. I think it's safe to say if that record was Relic 5 or even poorly modded, he probably would have died right there. But I think this clip is a really good example just to show like the potential with Zam's Omicron. I'm almost happier that my team didn't win here because I really want to improve and learn about this Omicron as much as I can, because we're still in the experimental phase with it, and we probably will be for a while. But, you know, we do need to correct our errors, and we need to learn how to perfect this team or find out the best comp or the best team to counter it. Because Bad Batch, I think, are a pretty solid counter. I think if they're on equal power level in terms of relics, I think Bad Batch are an excellent option to counter a Zam Omicron on defense. You know, some other things to consider is our Bounty Hunter lead. You know, if I ran a Dengar lead here, we would have completed our contract immediately against Wrecker. So there's a lot of testing that needs to be done, and I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to getting more clips and footage for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this at least. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you, as always, thank you so much for watching. I will do my best to get as much defensive footage as I can for you. And as a reminder, if you guys have any Bounty Hunter footage with Zam's Omicron, please feel free to hit me up in Discord. I think it's really important that we can analyze this footage. You know, it doesn't matter whether you're a 2 mil account or a 10 mil account, or even if it's not even your Omicron. Let's just say you come across one on defense and you completely destroy it, or not. I think it's important that we, you know, get a better visual, because, you know, we can only practice fighting these teams or using them 3 times a week. So this footage is very, very important right now. That way we can help as many players as we can out, because right now everyone's kind of going in cold turkey. And with the Bounty Hunters, I mean, okay, I don't want to rant because I know it's the end of the video, but the Qui-Gon Jinn one's a lead. You know, that team's only got a, you know, it's very fixed. The Zam Omicron, there's so many different ways to use it. So that's why I'm trying to get as much footage as I can for you guys. But yeah, thanks again for watching as always. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing, give me a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.